Okay, guys, one of the things that I wanted to point out for you is how I'm going to be grading your papers. Basically, it's going to be 20 points. The first 2 points is your opening and closing sentence. And so if you take a look at this paper that I'm providing for you, notice how it starts off with every aspect of society intertwines with one another. And it's not coming out and saying structural functional or conflict or symbolic interaction. It basically sets the rest of the paper up that this is what it's going to be about. On that same turn, notice that the last sentence, structural functionalism sees the world as various connections that allow society to function. Durkheim's approach, now granted, using function and functionalism a little bit much, but again, decent closing statement. That's worth 2 points, 1 point for the opening, 1 point for the close. Now, notice I have bolded a lot of the words. Those are terms. That'll be worth 2 points as well. And you do need to have a reference. Right around here is where you're going to find that reference that this person used. At the bottom of this paper, I show you how to do an indirect and a direct quote. Every paper that you write for me should have at least one direct or indirect quote. As we go further along, I will demand that you have 2 or more. Notice how this one, it is a direct quote because you have the quotations to it. Notice how all you need for the ASA is the author, the year it was published, and then the page number. For an indirect quote, all you would need would be the last name of the author and the year that it was published. Now, notice the references. I've made this one a little bit easier for you as well. I want you to have at least 2 references every time that we write a paper. Notice I'm only using one here to give you the general guidelines of what it is. References are 4 points each. Your book can be used as a reference, and we can put that into your reference page, and then you can save that all you want. But notice how it goes, last name followed by first. If there are numerous authors, then you want to do the same thing with those. Usually they're in alphabetical order, but if one author does more of the work, then it's going to be listed them first regardless. Then followed by the year it was published, the title of the title of the article, and lastly the book or publishing house that it was published at. Okay. This should help you out. 20 points. Ultimately, the references are worth 4. The citation is worth 2. The terms and theorists are worth 2. And the opening and close is worth 2, 1 point each. And that leaves the meat of your ideas to be about 10 points, total of 20.